Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Natural20, and this is Today in Gaming, for the 30th of June, 2011. In the headlines today, Team Meat is starting a new project, Trenched release is blocked in the EU, and Call of Duty gets a convention. Edmund Macmillan and Tommy Refenes, known the world over as Team Meat, have confirmed to Eurogamer that they are working on a new project following the success of Super Meat Boy. Macmillan says that the new project is more experimental, stating, "I think it's safe to say that Meat Boy was a very straightforward game. We didn't really reach outside the box in terms of design. I think with the new game, we definitely get a bit more experimental with the design. I think it's going to be more ambitious design-wise, and it's going to be more of a challenge for us. It's a bigger project, it's going to be fun, and that's exactly why we're into it. It's going to be pretty fresh." Macmillan then went on to explain that despite being approved 3DS developers, the new game will be not for the new handheld console from Nintendo, as Team Meat does not even have a dev kit. Macmillan says that they were originally planning on a Super Meat Boy port to 3DS, but have since given up on the project in favour of their new game. Macmillan explained that the new game would be not made for a specific console, and instead would follow the design philosophy of Super Meat Boy, creating the game and then porting it to a console that works. However, work on Meat Boy itself still isn't complete, with Team Meat now working on a Mac release for the game. Double Fine Studios have run into problems with the European release of their Xbox Live Arcade game Trenched. The game has run into issues in Portugal, with its name already copyrighted by board game designer Rui Alpio Monteiro for his board game Trench. In similar fashion to the video game, the board game Trench is set in World War I, however more is unknown. This news could result in a long delay for the game as Double Fine deal with trademark issues, or Double Fine could opt to rename the game in Europe to avoid this problem. According to Microsoft, Kinect is now more accurate than at launch. Senior product manager David Dennis told Eurogamer that software shown at E3 illustrated improvements that had been made to Kinect. According to Dennis, enhancements have been made to accuracy and tracking with the add-on. With this being most visible in Kinect Fun Labs, where Sparkles indicated finger tracking, and Ubisoft's Gunsmith demo, which allowed the player to use his hand to fire in the firing range. Dennis also confirmed that such upgrades would continue over the coming months and years for both Kinect and the Xbox 360 platform. Bungie has announced that Bungie Aerospace is not a new Halo game, but in fact a platform to help small teams get social and mobile games published. Bungie will be partnering with Harebrained Schemes, a small studio made by Jordan Weissman of Halo 2's I Love Bees fame. Harebrained will with luck be the first of many studios on this platform, and is debuting with a game called Crimson. Bungie assured gamers, however, that they were not being diverted from building our next big action universe for Activision. Bungie hope that Aerospace will allow developers to use Bungie's wealth of experience to improve their games, as well as the large Bungie community to allow them to break from the pack of other iOS games. Rockstar has announced yet more DLC for Red Dead Redemption. The studio announced today via their Twitter account that they are looking to announce a release date and more details in the next few weeks. This news is somewhat surprising, as most people assumed that the Undead Nightmare add-on last year was the last piece of DLC for the game. Given the more recent release of LA Noire alongside its DLC being focused on single player, it is speculated that the latest piece of DLC for Redemption will be something in a multiplayer vein. And finally, Call of Duty now has its own convention. Call of Duty XP will be a 2-day event held in Los Angeles at a 12-acre compound on the 2nd and 3rd of September. Tickets priced at $150, of which there are 6,000, and they go on sale on the 19th of July. You need to be 18 to attend, and all passes are for both days. Activision plan to use the huge compound to recreate warfare scenarios for attendance, as well as have an armory exhibiting real-life versions of weapons in the Call of Duty series. A Black Ops tournament will run at the convention with a total prize purse of $1 million. Further, there will be developer panels, keynotes, conferences, as well as the reveal for Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer and full disclosure of Call of Duty Elite's features. That's it from me here at Today in Gaming. As ever, if you enjoyed the show, then please subscribe to my channel and check out all of my other work over on www.vtwproductions.com. You can also get in touch with me via my Twitter account, thenat20, as well as my email, thenat20@gmail.com. Thanks very much for watching.